Well,
That looks like a beautiful gallery. Let's go check it out.
Please join us for a tour of our 25th anniversary show. Welcome to the Argosy Gallery for what is for us a special midsummer event. 25 years of tremendous collector support and the loyalty and hard work of our artists has brought us to this season, this anniversary season, and this special show. The exhibition runs from the small wall on my right, around the room behind me, to the column at my left. It highlights the work of 25 artists, primarily those who've been with the gallery the longest. Each artist was invited to give us either 3 small paintings or 1 larger painting and 1 small painting. Each painting can be seen in detail on the website with several enlargements. The subject matter is artist choice, and there's tremendous variety. We can visit any time of day or night. Willis Heaton gives us Dawn in Gull Cove. Robert Hadley, Marshes in Bass Harbor, has exquisite afternoon light. And Nancy Hill's Sunset Glow is a view from the balcony of the Bar Harbor Inn during last summer's reception. We can experience every season, starting with Lucia Delirus's Spring Morning and moving to Carolyn Genzillo's A Little Slice of Heaven. And what would be summer without a Maine lobster? In watercolor by Tatiana Kremlev, and in oil by Michael Pertza. Robert Byrd's October in Acadia and Yana Matush's Color on Cadillac burst with fall brilliance. And Stephen Heilman's Wintertime is the quintessential Bar Harbor village scene. One of the show's elements that struck me was a human presence. A dozen of the paintings include people. And twice that number feature buildings. There are also 3 with companionable dogs. This sense of community seems particularly welcome in this complicated year. And there are boats, lots of boats, all kinds of boats. Lobster boats, dinghies, schooners, a canoe, and several gondolas. In the tradition of painting in this area, which started nearly 200 years ago, these artists come from all over the country, including Maine. Kathleen Dunphy, one of our California-based artists and a renowned oil painter, recently started working in gouache, an opaque water-based medium. We are so pleased to have 3 of her brand new pieces in this show, including 2 harbor scenes, and lovely hollyhocks. Every one of these artists has devoted significant time and a significant body of work to recording the beauty of the Acadia region, and every artist has played a critical role in the gallery's success. I would like to specifically mention the 6 artists who have been with us from the very first season. 3 of them, Barry Ridland of Massachusetts, Dave Clokey of Kentucky, and Joan Fabian of New York, are in their 80s. I consider them regionalists in that their competitive world and their reputations are strongest in their home territories. They have chosen that route, but by virtue of a quarter century with the Argosy Gallery, their paintings are in homes literally across America and often beyond. Dave has given us Fishing Fleets and the charming Checking the Barn. Joan's gentle watercolors have been the first art purchases by many a collector. I have 3 of her newest, including Evening Twilight, done in Frenchman Bay. Barry paints in a warm, sometimes folk style. One of his paintings, the familiar sea path or shore path, is complete with a well-proportioned seagull. The other 3 artists from that original spring have chosen wider arenas. T.M. Nicholas, Scott Moore, and Carolyn Genzillo are members of the most prestigious art societies, have won national honors, been in national publications, and traveled to different regions of the country to paint and exhibit. Carolyn's work, of all of our artists, is probably the closest to that of the early American Impressionists, and to some viewers seem even Monet-like. She tells me she painted with great joy the 3 small works she contributed to this show, including the lovely, tender Sunday afternoon in the park. T.M. Nicholas, at 56, the youngest of the 3, has been a major presence in the world of traditional landscape since his 20s. He is the son of Tom Nicholas, considered a 20th into 21st century master, and also an important part of the gallery for over 20 years. But the younger Nicholas has followed his own career path, has forged his own considerable success, and was the first to join the gallery. His small painting is fittingly of Southwest Harbor, one of our year-round harbors. And his large painting, a classic Rockport scene, shows his ties to his home in the historic Cape Ann Arts Colony. Scott Moore, born in Washington, D.C. to artist parents, has lived in Maine most of his life. He loves the outdoors, gardening and beekeeping, maple tapping, hiking and canoeing. His small painting, Gray Morning, was done in memory of a friend, but it could speak to anyone who has paddled on a Maine lake or river. And if ever we could appreciate the painting, The New Year, Scott's larger work, it would be this year. It speaks of a new dawn, a new start, and better days to come. Every one of our artists has a good story and will share more in the future. But for the moment, I would like to offer a profound and heartfelt thank you to our artists and to our collectors. For everyone connected to the gallery, we feel our collectors are, to use a good Maine phrase, of the very finest kind. I'd also like to thank my family, especially Charlie, my partner, my life partner, since we met at 18. He's the cameraman today, but if a 6-year-old can take a selfie, we should be able to manage one too. I'd love it if you would choose favorite paintings and vote on the form, which will be linked to our gallery news and the show's listing until July 31st. Thank you for looking. Thank you for listening. We look forward to visits, virtual and in person.
Here we are. Thank you.